Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make Peruvian alfajores, also known as Peruvian cookies. These are the ingredients that you'll need. Before we get started, I do want to remind you to please wash your hands and make sure to clean the work surface thoroughly. Okay, so we're going to make 45 alfajores. We're going to sift 2 cups of flour and 3 teaspoons of powdered sugar. Once we have that, we're gonna add a pinch of salt, a stick of butter, and a stick of Crisco shortening. They didn't have any sticks, so I had to just purchase this container and eyeballed it. I used less than half. Also, keep in mind the butter and the shortening has to be at room temperature. Now, time to add 3 teaspoons of evaporated milk. That we have all our ingredients together, we're just going to mix. And if you have kids at home, this is a great opportunity to include them because it is a lot of mixing, so the more the merrier. You can see the consistency is changing, but it's still sticking to the counter and my fingers, so we're going to add some flour to help with that. So while the dough is sitting for about 15 to 20 minutes, we're gonna prep our egg wash. You're gonna wanna separate the yolk and the egg white. You only need the yolk and a teaspoon and a half of evaporated milk. So you're gonna separate it, add the teaspoon and a half of evaporated milk, and just mix. Okay, it's time to roll the dough. We're gonna put some flour on the counter and we're gonna grab some dough. We're gonna do sections at a time. You are gonna need a cookie cutter to make the alfajor unless you use a cup, or in my case, I like to use a shot glass because I like the size that the shot glass gives. So that's gonna be our template. We're just gonna make little circles everywhere. This part is optional, so I like to get a fork and mark the dough. My grandma would make them like this, so I like to keep the tradition, but there's also some people that say it helps the dough from rising. So, but once we're done with that, we're gonna add the egg wash, just a little bit on the top of the dough, and we're gonna put it to bake at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Always keeping an eye on them because since they're so small and thin, they bake pretty fast. So for the final step, we're gonna strain some powdered sugar. We're gonna get a cookie and spread some dulce de leche, aka maja blanco, aka deliciousness. You want to be very gentle when you're spreading this because the cookie is fragile and it can crack easily. Now we're just gonna roll it on that powdered sugar. Yum. And that's it. You're gonna repeat and do the same thing over and over again. That's my take on alfajores. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do want to say that there's many ways of making this. However, this is how my mom makes them and how my grandma used to make them. So I like to keep the tradition going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye.